What are your name and pronouns?
My name is Zag Queen of Chaos, and my pronouns are she, they, but honestly, any at this point.
And how do you identify?
Gender fluid.
Gender fluid club. Again.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a bit about your VTuber model or persona?
She's a spacefaring celestial being at this point, who is the queen of a planet far off. You'll never guess what the name of that planet is.
Mars!
Clearly you got it right. There you go.
Of course. I'm obviously so intelligent. Of course I'd figure it out. Silly.
Yeah.
Sigh. Anyway, how did you ensure that your model represented you?
Well, I had this cheat code when I made my model of I didn't have the lore made yet. And I wanted to just make something that represents if I had a machine that gave me my ideal body, this would be it.
What drew you to VTubing, and do you find it rewarding?
I mean, I have a funny story as to why I started VTubing, or just streaming as a whole. I hung out with a lot of people who streamed, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll be on my own stream and we'll have blackjack and hookers." And here we are. Now I'm streaming because yeah. I've yet to have blackjack or hookers on my stream though.
Soon, eventually, it's inevitable, right?
Yeah, when I hit a mill,
Yeah. 1 mil. I mean, really, 1 mil. You're practically almost there. So.
Yeah. I'm almost there. There's just a few more zeros you have to add.
Totally. And would you say that you found VTubing rewarding so far?
Yeah, it's been extremely fun. Just building my community and getting to... Hell, me and you would not be chatting, would not be friends if not for VTubing.
That is true, yeah, exactly. VTubing helped us discover our closest friends, huh? And can you share some of the highs and lows of your journey being transgender or gender non-conforming in the VTubing space?
Well, my highest moment was when I got triple digits and did a 12-hour stream. There was a stream where I sleep deprived, was thanking everyone for being there. And that honestly had to be one of my favorite streaming moments, despite how embarrassing it is looking back at it.
Oh, that's the thing about marathon streams, right? Is we show our most embarrassing and vulnerable moments to our community. But in exchange, It's a fun time, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
And would you say there's any lows of your journey besides obviously maybe not feeling too hot on a marathon stream, or has it mostly just been pretty smooth sailing?
For me it's been pretty smooth. I don't know how, but somehow I've avoided having I've never been hate rated yet.
That's amazing. And people coming in chat and being like, ew, you're a VTuber.
I've not had any of that so far, and somehow I've set up preparations for it. I have a little button on my stream deck that turns sub-only mode on.
Never had to press it though.
Yeah. So the button's gone completely untouched.
Would you say that VTubing has helped you discover more about yourself?
I'd say so, yeah. It's been a very, it's helped me get more self-confidence, at least.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
And is there a particular reason that led to what a part of VTubing gave you that self-confidence? Is it being able to be behind a model, or what are your experiences,
I mean, it's more just putting myself out there, and I've always been someone I've always wanted to just be in a position where I can make people happy, and just having people have that, knowing that I spent the day getting at least smiles on somebody's face makes me feel better about myself.
And that's good to hear then. And so that's the attitude you should have as a streamer, right? Making somebody happy. We're entertainers.
Especially at the start, because you are not going to be making a lot of money at the start.
What would you say to somebody who was looking at VTubing as an option to being their truest self in content creation?
I would say make sure it's like 100% what you want to do, because it is these models are not cheap. they are a lot of work. You gotta like, it's either this is gonna be a lot of hard work to get the model rigged up properly, or a lot of money to get the model rigged up properly. Honestly, I think that there's a lot of unspoken upsides of not having to like actually put on makeup and shit before streaming. I don't know how the flesh tubers do it. Ironically, I thought of that when I was choosing if I wanted to be a face streamer or not. Like, do I want to put in the effort every time I want to stream? And I said no.